Welcome to the WBC arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud.
So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Good look.
And there's the bell to start the round. That jab misses. That hook just can't find the target. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Amir showed a lot of bravery in accepting this fight against Canelo Alvarez, especially considering how violent he got knocked out in their first encounter.
This is a rematch Amir has been begging for since 2016. Shows how much heart, bottle, cojones this man had, because the fashion of the knockout was ridiculous by Canelo Alvarez. When Amir wants to go in there and think, you know what? I made a mistake. You won't get away with that a second time.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Clean left jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A swing and a miss with that jab. Right when you think the pace will slow down. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as... They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
And he scores with the counter. Couldn't land that jab. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Nice hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a high-octane battle. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Cut out. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They exchange punches. A straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Well done with that counter shot. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Do you believe what we are seeing? Both men step back for just a moment. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Okay, let's reset. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch-outs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They blocked the jab. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can't score with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominant.
They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You'd like to see more jabs. A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
I like exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. It's all offense all the time. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get...
They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Both men step back for just a moment.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. These two were made for each other. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful catch. Down goes Amir Khan. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Well, he's back on his feet, but right now, the corner's got to think about throwing in the towel.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. When they get back into the mix, I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Throws the jab, but does not score. Insane action! Just misses with that uppercut. not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Beautiful counter shot. Misses with the jab. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Maybe not as hurt as we thought, but he can't continue to take those punches. What is he doing in there?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Amir Khan in some real trouble. Settled back in, but needs to play some defense. And down he goes. What an upset this could be as Khan is down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What?